I'm in the eucalyptus forest off of the Yarkon. There's nobody else here except for me and the birds, which is exactly what I like. I had to get a new suspension block. This is the standard Brompton suspension block, and I took my gold metallic pen and I made little lines on it because I really miss my Matsumura Koki Screw Wave, which was the suspension block that I ordered from Japan 8 years ago when I got my Brompton, and I ordered it from Japan, and it's much better. But here in TLV, although I very much appreciate that there is a Brompton Junction, they don't have any of the third-party upgrades. They really don't have a lot, and I think businesses don't send a lot of things to Israel. So I'll end up ordering another Matsumura Koki Screw Wave, but in the meantime, this works. I like my upgrades. So far, my upgrades for any Bromptoniers out there are, okay, so I had the Matsumura Koki Screw Wave, that was my first one. And then I think my next one was the Chris King Bling, Chris King headset. Nice magenta purple headset. Not totally necessary, but it's jewelry for your bike. And then these, the hinge thingies are magnetic. So I got the magnetic ones. That one got kind of bent out of shape when it tumbled out of a vehicle at one point. Of course, the grips. Most people with bikes, when you buy a new bike, if you're a serious cyclist, you change the grips. These are the Ergon ones. And you change the saddle. This is the Brooks. This came with my bike. I mean, I bought it with the Brompton. Of course, the bell with the best sound. This is the best sounding bell, very resonant. And then changed my pedals to MKS Always with an amazing ball bearing spin. Very smooth. All the MKS pedals are smooth like that. They have many different types. And then another upgrade, which was my funnest, yes, funnest upgrade, is the rainbow colored pure titanium seat pillar, as they say in England, or seat post, by Thai Parts of Hong Kong. Really good titanium, and what that does, it dampens a lot of the bumps. It's lightweight. And then the quad lock, so I can put my phone on. That's another upgrade. And then, and then I had the standard rack, the Brompton rack, and it broke on one trip back from Japan, and American Airlines replaced it. They actually asked me if I wanted a whole new bike. They were willing to buy a whole new Brompton. I didn't want a new Brompton, I just wanted a rear rack. So I got another stock rack, and then when the stays broke, I decided to go for the Nitto. It's a little heavier in weight, and I've gone heavier rather than lighter because I use my bike for long distance travel. I've bicycled from Oregon to Mexico on the coast twice, riding the whole way. I've ridden back from California coast to Arizona through the desert, 2 separate desert crossings. I rode from Key West, Florida, back to Arizona, and including the entire coastline of Florida, Gulf and the East Coast, Atlantic Coast and the Gulf Coast. So I wanted a solid bike. Sometimes going lighter is not the way if you're a cycling traveler. And then the other really great upgrade I have is this. Gives it stability when I'm wheeling my bike in the grocery stores or carrying any kind of luggage, which I do on the front. You don't carry luggage on your back when you're a cycler. The bicycle carries it for you. This is just my around town bag here. And then finally, my other secret upgrade, you cannot see inside the crank in the bottom bracket. It is a Philwood bottom bracket for Brompton. I will get some other upgrades at some point, and I also have a dynamo hub. A dynamo hub right here. Some people think they ask, is it electric? No, this hub has the electricity inside that is generated when I pedal, so that I pedal and it makes the front light and the rear light go on. Makes the bike heavier, but again, I don't want to have to change batteries. And I will probably get the titanium Brompton at some point, but not yet. This is Bosque the Brompton. And of course, this video is only for people in the Brompton cult. And there's my chamber music. I love chamber music bumper sticker for when I was staying with a friend in Tucson and we housed a chamber music musician, and I went to the chamber music festival, so I keep that on. Because if I ever do the Ragbri again, the Ragbri is a race. It's not a race, it's a riding, 8 days of riding across Iowa, across the state of Iowa. I did it in 2022 on my Neutrino, a different bike. But if I ever do it again, I will also bring the kind of speakers, those Bluetooth speakers that people have. Other people were blasting all kinds of thumpy music, thumpy music. And I'm going to blast Andrea Bocelli and opera and classical music and Hebrew music and all the music that I like singing. That's what I'm going to do the next time I ride the Ragbri across the state of Iowa. Signing off from the beautiful blue sky eucalyptus forest in Tel Aviv.